Welcome to the World United. Welcome to the World United.
And we now welcome Brenda. Now, it's such a powerful bio. I love it. I'm reading some pieces of it, but I highly recommend have a look at Barbara's bio on the website as well. And here's just a little taste of it. As a chemical engineer with over 15 years experience in mining and the manufacturing industry, Brenda is an advocate and a driver for change. She is renowned for her collaborative approach to engaging and influencing stakeholders at all levels to embed positive change. She is the best-selling author of FIFO, Wives' Tales, and the creator of Chronicles of a Female Engineer, a YouTube series that demystifies what an engineer does and how to get ahead in traditional and male-dominated fields. Brenda's vision is to empower women on all areas of the globe to step up, uncover their potential, and stand out to help create a better world. Marvelous to have you with us today, Brenda, and over to you.
Thank you so much. I'd like to say welcome to everyone who's joining us today, and I'd like to acknowledge the lands of the traditional owners upon which we're all gathering. I myself am based on the lands of the Wurundjeri people, and I'd like to acknowledge the elders past, present, and emerging. Have you ever felt like you wanted to create a better future? Maybe you've walked into a room and been the only female. Yeah, sure, a few of us have. Or perhaps you've walked into your kitchen and you failed to reach that top cupboard. I have found that radical diversity is critical for us to embrace our differences and create better solutions. Now, many of us know that engineering is where a lot of these solutions are created and designed. However, research from Engineers Australia shows us that only 12% of engineers are female. That's right, only 12% of the engineers across Australia today are women. To me, this says that there's a lot of room for us to embrace radical diversity. We bring people's backgrounds, experiences, and perspectives to create better solutions. There's a time that I recall that brought this element to light. It was October 2018, and I'd returned from maternity leave. It was my son's first day in daycare, and I'd seen on the app that he was finally sleeping, even though he was screaming when I left him. I was now talking with the girls and catching up on what I'd missed out on from the year before. I then felt a familiar sting, which indicated to me that it was time to go and express. So I grabbed my pump from my office, and I briefly thought, where am I actually going to go? There was no specific nursing room. To the bathroom, I guess. I walked towards the bathroom and opened it. There was no private space. There was 3 stalls. So I walked into the middle one, closed the door and locked it. I put the toilet seat down and sat down. A strong smell of disinfectant wafted through the air, amongst other things. The light was flickering and buzzing, a slight humming sound. Let's just say this felt wrong on a few levels. I got my pump out and unpacked it and set it up. And I pressed play. Sheesh. This thing was so loud. I wasn't expecting it. I was embarrassed, and I actually listened out to someone who could potentially open the door, and I kept my finger on the stop button just in case. The echoing was tremendous. I thought to myself, wow, Small little pump makes a lot of noise when we've got dishwashers, washing machines, even vacuum cleaners that are designed to be whisper quiet. Was it because the 88% of engineers had done their best with what they could here and now? Had women been engaged to assess the full life cycle of where this product could be used and how best to design it? And in that moment, I decided I had to make a decision to step up and speak out whenever I saw something that was worth challenging. I believe that we're put in places so we can find solutions. And if we don't speak up about it, no one will know. Things will stay the same. Now, over the years in the industry, I've found that having the right people, the right backgrounds, right positions in projects, collaborating together, delivers the good solutions. And my 50% is to now coach women in engineering, for us to speak out, because we're at the tables. We've got an opportunity to speak in, to create better solutions. Now, luckily, on that day, no one walked into the toilet. I packed up my pump, zipped it up, and left. But what if that was your wife, your sister, your daughter? Don't we want to create a better future for them too? Kana uchida kuenda endaweka. Kana uchida enda uchikrumidza ngatiende tose. That is an African proverb which says, if you want to go fast, go alone. If you want to go far, go together. And I invite you now to come along on this journey. There is a part that you can play. And it's a similar 3-step framework to the one I use, which is the first one. Step up. Recognize that your voice, your perspective, your background and experiences matter. What can you see that could be better? What can you choose to challenge? And take a step towards it. The second one is to speak out. Now, having those backgrounds is not evident from the onset. Looking at me, you can think of something, but until I say something and bring my perspectives out, will they become useful? So for those of us who are mothers, those of us who are leaders, those of us who are team managers, our part that we can play is to help bring all the voices to the table. Ask the quiet ones to speak. What do you think about this? Any other ideas? What could be done better? There are plenty of opportunities for us to embrace our differences to create better solutions. And the last one is to stand out. For too long, we've been told to fit in and get with the program. I want to give you permission today to stand out in your brilliance, in your uniqueness, and bring your skills to the table. So truly, we can embrace radical diversity. Thank you.
What a beautiful way to invite everybody to really make this happen. Step up. What can you see that could be better? What can you challenge? Speak out. And that really, that it's quite a precious piece of wisdom to give people as well, that their experience matters. So there's no set of things that make you now pass some test that your opinion or your thoughts are now valid. Every experience makes every voice valid. So that's such a powerful way to complete our 3 speakers today. So greatly appreciate that, Brenda.